Hey, this is Last Sniper 124 coming at you again with Stanley Parable. I actually freaking recorded this again and forgot to turn on the bloody audio. Did it again in the first video, which ticks me off. And this time I got everything working. Hopefully I have everything working. Well, this is part 2 of the Stanley Parable. The last time we left off, we got restarted back. And yeah.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Of course, I missed the memo. That's exactly what happened. You missed the memo, of course.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Sure, why not? Let's go left. Hello? Milkman!
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Do not alter without counseling whiteboard manager. Weak target admin market target. This is a very smiley face! This is a very good whiteboard. Rip France. Not France. Rip France. A very number of this slide. Wow, this is very rate of which the charts on the same slides depict the same information. This is very wow. On your boss appreciation minute worksheet, circle the top 20 things you love the most about your boss. Fill out. If you ever find yourself in a conflict with another diligent employee like yourself, but more inclined towards conflict unless you're the kind of person. Yeah, I'm not gonna read it. You guys can read it. What are your dreams?
Stanley just stood there doing nothing at all. He seems to think I have nothing better to do with my time than to sit around and describe every fascinating little detail of his inability to do anything. This is why Stanley and I are on such good terms.
Are we? I didn't know. How to solve this to let it ball up inside you, take into passive lights to ensure employees that everything is okay. Oh gosh. This is how a country should be run. Everyone is unique. And you most of all. Oh! Ah! Ah! Okay, it's just talking about what is hot. Profits, profits, profits! Yeah! Room. It opens.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
There could be something here. You don't know.
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be here. It was baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet. He wasn't even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way. As it is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA.
I want to anger him. He's getting upset with me.
Are you really still in the broom closet? Standing around doing nothing? Why? Please offer me some explanation here. I'm genuinely confused.
No! It's my broom closet, and I want to stay in it. You can't stop me.
You do realize there's no choice or anything in here, right? If I'd said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out. But it didn't even occur to me because literally this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever. I never would have thought to mention it.
Yep. Petey.
Maybe to you this is somehow its own branching path. Maybe when you go talk about this with your friends, you'll say, "Oh, did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending was my favourite." I hope your friends find this concerning.
I hope your friends find this concerning. No.
Stanley was fat and ugly and really, really stupid. He probably only got the job because of a family connection. That's how stupid he is. That or with drug money. Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
Whoa! Whoa, that is way too
I've come to
far.
a very definite conclusion about what's going on right now.
You
You're
suck.
dead.
That's what.
You got to this broom closet, explored it a bit, and were just about to leave because there's nothing here, when a physical malady of some sort shut down your central nervous system and you collapsed on the keyboard. Well, in a situation
Yes.
like this, the responsible thing is to alert someone nearby so as to ensure that your body is taken care of before it begins to decompose.
Of
Hello?
course.
Anyone who happens to be nearby, the person at this computer is dead. He or she has fallen prey to any number of your countless human physiological vulnerabilities. It's indicative of the long-term sustainability of your species. Please remove their corpse from the area and instruct another human to take their place at the computer, making sure they understand basic first-person video game mechanics and filling them in on the history of narrative tropes in video gaming, so that the irony and insightful commentary of this game is not lost on them. All right, when you've done that, just step out into the hallway.
Okay. I don't think he likes me very much. He seems to have some anger issues with me.
Ah, second player. It's good to have you on board. I guarantee you can't do any worse than the person who came before you.
Hey! I know him. He is a very fine gentleman. Quite swimming and handsome as well. Looks good in a jumpsuit, so to speak.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
I can't open that. Executive bathroom. Oh. I always wanted to go in there though. Mr. Bossman. What? Oh, there's a door behind me. I was like, what just opened? Is there something behind here I can fiddle with? Maybe? What's the sheet here? Statistics. Boss man, I want a raise.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
I couldn't possibly know this. What do you expect of me? I don't know.
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs. Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845.
I think he's hinting at something, guys. I don't know. You hinting at something? I don't.
2845.
Yeah, I understand this. I don't know what you're hinting at. Okay, what are you telling me here? Are you trying? Are we talking about that thing, or what are you hinting at, sir? No.
Forgot, but it turns out that the panel's emergency override kicked in, and the door just opened all by itself. And Stanley got the hell along with the story. Well, whoop-de-doo.
Oh, whoop-de-doo. Hey, I didn't, you could have been more clear, okay? It's not my fault. You're dealing with an oblivious person here. Lower the chains. Lower it, lower the cage. Yes, master. Lower the cage. Here we go, Super Mario. That was a disturbing voice for me. 10 minutes and 31 minutes. Loading, 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 loading.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. There was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
This is the Death Star. Welcome. Oh gosh, it's a little bit laggy down here, isn't it?
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Oh. Okay, I have to save you guys, I'm sorry. I have to. It's like, it's staring you right in the face, and you're just like, I'm gonna do both. I'll do both in this video for you guys. Actually, I'll do one. Because I'm hungry, so if that's a good reason. Mind control. Boop.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
We must discover the mystery. Here, we will find out the mystery of Stockholmish Place. The place is called Stockholmish Place. Cameras!
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to
no!
Screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
This is not right. I don't like this at all. I want to go home.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No, he refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never! It was unthinkable.
Never.
Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Dun dun dun!
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Look, I am your father. We must disable the controls. For Mother Russia. That's a terrible accent. I can't even do a Russian accent. We must disable it. It must be gone forever to save the world. Oh no. Hello? Hello? What just happened? I just killed the world.
blackness,
see anything.
and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over? Yes! He had won! He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go.
It's so
No
pretty.
longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
It's just so pretty. I told myself I wouldn't cry. So pretty. One small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
And Stanley was happy. The end. Beautiful. It's beautiful. I'm gonna cry. So beautiful. So beautiful. Amazing. Yeah, but I think that's the end of that ending. I think. Or whatever. But I love this game. It's an amazing game. Guy who made it is amazing. But I'm gonna end it here, folks.